Hey, seventh graders. This video is going to cover everything that you need to do if you were not able to make Zoom class today on Friday, October 29th. The first thing that you need to take care of is Fractions Quiz 2, Inverse Operations. It's going to be due at the end of the day today, so please make sure you do that in a timely manner. I'm showing you the Friday main folder here, Friday 10/29, the main folder. And so that's where you'll go to click on the Foundations quiz. When you're done with the Foundations quiz, I would like you to please open up your Unit 2 Lesson 10 classwork. You'll only be able to see the one for your period, but go ahead and open it up. If at this point in the video you have not taken the Foundations quiz yet, please pause the video, take the Foundations quiz, then come back. Okay, remember that when you log into ClassKick, you want to be clicking here on Sign Up or here on Login. If you've already signed up, you can click on Login and then log in with Google. If you haven't already signed up, sign up here and then click on Sign Up with Google. This is the only way that Ms. Canez is going to be able to see your work and that you're going to be able to save your answers. So please be careful to click on Log In when you are getting into ClassKick. Do not do what I'm doing, which is typing in my name. I'm doing that because I want the student view, but my work is not going to save. So make sure you log in or sign up. In today's lesson, we started talking about proportional relationships and graphs. 10.1 says notice the points. Plot the points 0, 10, 1, 8, 2, 6, 3, 4, and 4, 2. Remember that when we have a coordinate pair like 0, 10, the first coordinate is the x value, which tells you how far to go from side to side. And the second coordinate is the y value, which tells you how far to go up and down. Let me give you an example. If you were plotting the point 0, 10, you would go 0 spaces side to side and 10 spaces up and plot the point right here. If you were plotting the point 1, 8, you would move 1 space to the right and 8 spaces up for a coordinate point of 1, 8. I want you to go ahead and plot the rest of the points and then tell me in a sentence, what do you notice about the graph? I notice, and a full sentence. Please pause this video and finish 10.1. Okay, so at this point, you should have answered 10.1. 10.2 says some t-shirts cost $8 each. Use the table to answer these questions. What does X represent? What does Y represent? And is there a proportional relationship between X and Y? Please pause this video to answer A, B, and C on slide 2 of your ClassKick. Okay, so we can tell that X represents the number of t-shirts because we know that one t-shirt costs $8. So this row in the table that we see here, 1 to 8, confirms that X is t-shirts and Y is dollars, which means Y is cost of t-shirts in dollars. Now remember, for question C, when it's asking us to identify whether there's a proportional relationship, we need to look at whether we can multiply every row of the table by the same thing to get from left to right, or right to left. I know that 1 times 8 is equal to 8. I know that 2 times 8 is equal to 16. 3 times 8 is equal to 24. And the same is true for every other value, 4, 5, and 6. We're multiplying every number times 8. Remember that that number we're multiplying by is called the constant of proportionality. So yes, it is because the constant of proportionality is 8. In other words, we know this is a proportional relationship because we can multiply every row in the table by 8. Part 2 asks you to plot the pairs in the coordinate plane. We have the list of the pairs here, x and y, and you want to plot them in the plane. For example, if I was plotting 1, 8, and notice that I can zoom right up here in the top left corner of your screen, I would move over 1 and up 8. Notice that on this graph, the grid lines are counting by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm going to plot my first point at 1, 8. That's the blue dot. I'd like you to pause this video and plot the rest of the points. Okay, so you should have plotted all of the points that are in the table. For example, 1, 8, which is already here. We know our next point is 2, 16. Our next point is 3, 24, and so on. You should have all the points plotted. Question 3 says, what do you notice about the graph? Go ahead and pause this video and answer question 3. There's no right or wrong answer to question 3, but one thing I want to point out is that the graph points are moving in a straight line. We could draw a straight line through all of the points to connect them. We'll talk more about what that means, but it's something I want you to notice here. That was the bulk of new material that we learned during class today. I'd like you to pause this video and complete question 1 on slide 3. Actually, I changed my mind. If you weren't here today, you can stop at slide 2. If you were not here today, you can stop at slide 2. I want to show you the last thing that we did during class so that you know what to do next. So if you weren't here today, you can stop at slide 2 and follow along for the last piece of work you need to complete. The last thing I want you to do is go back into the Thursday folder and open up yesterday's classwork. It'll take you back to the Wednesday classwork, and you'll open up your classwork from yesterday. In yesterday's classwork, you'll see that I've graded your exit ticket. Your exit ticket was on slide 12. At the top of slide 12, you'll see a number here, 10, 7, or RT. It'll look like this. Remember that 10 means full credit, 7 is partial credit, and RT is retake. I want to go through this exit ticket so that you understand what mistakes you might have made, and then if you'd like to retake it, I'll show you where. Question 1 says, Lynn and her brother were born on the same date in different years. Lynn was 5 years old when her brother was 2. Find their ages in different years by filling in the table. We can see that Lynn is 3 years older than her brother, which means that no matter what Lynn's age is, her brother will be 3 years younger. When you see green boxes like this, it means that you can type. I know that 6 minus 3 is 3, which makes sense because if the brother was 2 when Lynn was 5, then when Lynn turns 6, the brother will be turning 3. 15 minus 3 is 12. Something minus 3 is 25. I know that 28 minus 23 is 25. And again, Lynn is 3 years older and 28 is 3 more than 25. And L is my variable. It represents any number of years. I'm always taking L and subtracting 3. L minus 3. Now, is this a proportional relationship? The answer is no. The reason is because we are not multiplying each of the numbers on the left times the same thing to get the numbers on the right. We're actually subtracting. And remember that in order to have a proportional relationship, it needs to be a multiplication or division relationship. So go back to the exit ticket, look at my feedback, and see what mistakes you made. If you would like to retake the exit ticket, you can find the exit ticket retakes under class materials, Unit 2 exit ticket retakes, and you'll see 2.9 exit ticket here. Remember, if you have any questions, please reach out to me so that I can help you.